So, continuing on, so once you have determined the empirical formula, which is MgO, you can find the molecular formula. So a typical question, right, consists of you finding both empirical formula and molecular formula, and that will give you a total of 4 marks, quite a standard type of question. Then you might be wondering, how exactly can I find the molecular formula for the empirical formula? So let's take a look. So let's use the example that just now we have chosen. So your molecular formula is H2O2. Empirical formula is HO. So actually, in order to get from an empirical to molecular, right, it's actually just empirical formula times N equal to molecular formula. It's a multiple, maybe 2 times, 3 times. So this is just a whole number. So in this case, HO times N equal to H2O2. So given that you know the molecular formula, right, you can easily tell me that, oh, N equal to 2. But do questions normally give you in this manner? Unfortunately, that's not the case. So usually you will have already found the empirical formula. Then the question will say this: given that the molar mass of this thing is 34 gram per mole, determine the molecular formula. So this is a very common way of asking. So how do you do so? So let's take a look. So you actually can use the same formula to help you, meaning you know that H is 1 gram, O is 16 gram. So your mass of EF, or rather MR of EF times N equal to MR of MF, which is usually the molar mass given in the question. So in this case, this is 34 equal to N times, so OH means H plus this. So 17 times N equal to 34 means N equal to 2. Oh, therefore molecular formula is 2 times 2 of HO, which is actually H2O2. So this is where you get your mark. So the formula here that you are more concerned with is this. These two are important. Alright, take some time to digest, after which you can pause the video. Once you are ready to move on, let's try 2 more examples before we end the lesson today. So as you can see here, these are just additional slides to help you understand. So you can take a look at this example 1 over here. It says just example 1, and they tell you the empirical formula. But most of the time, you are expected to use the table to find the empirical formula. So in this case, this question will be a better example. So let's try. So you notice they ask you to find molecular formula, which means you need to find empirical first, which means you need to have a table. No, not this table, but this table. So it is element. Then you might be asking yourself, do I write O2 or O? Then again, we are finding empirical. Empirical means simplest. Is O2 or O simplest? O. So everything is in the individual form, the bare minimum. So first is percentage by mass. Percentage. So you are given 30.4. Then how do I get the O? 100 minus 30.4 equal to 69.6%. Then recall your hashtag hack. First step, equation. In this case, don't need equation. Second step, change to mole. Alright, let's change to mole. Mole 69.6 divided by 16, which gives you 4.35, a very nice number. 30.4 divided by 14, not a nice number, 2.171. So actually this segment, right, it gives you 2.17142855714. But of course you won't waste time writing that down. As you recall, final answer the very last answer should be 3 significant figure, which means the in between should be 4 significant. That's why in this case we'll put it as 4SF for the intermediate answer, the answers in between. That is not a nice number. And the last step is ratio. Alright, let's find their ratio. Ratio have no units, so 4.35 divided by the smallest mole, 2.171, so it's approximately 2. So therefore, the empirical formula would be NO2. And that itself gives you 2 marks. Then continue to find the molecular. Remember, it's a multiple. So NO2 means what? So NO2 times N equal to the molecular formula that we do not know. So NO2, N is 14. O is 16, so 216 times N equal to 92. So this 92 comes from the molar mass, which is given, is typically given. So you realize it's 46 times N equal 92. Therefore N equal 2. So the molecular formula is 2 times of it, which means it's N2O4. And that's your 4 mark. So this is a 4 mark question. Quite a standard question that will keep coming out, even in O levels. So I guess it's 3 marks. Take it, it's 3 marks. Alright, take the time to digest. So for the last question of the day, so you can pause the video now to attempt to do this question. So give yourself the time and the space to attempt to do this question. After which, then you should resume the video to see how I attempt to solve this question. So give yourself the time to try. Alright, so now let's continue. So, realize it's a molecular formula question. So you need a table. So let's start off with a table. So you do notice that there's a little bit of a difference here. Instead of 2 elements, it is 3 elements. Can they test you even like 4 elements? Why not? The fundamentals do not change. It's just a little bit more tedious. Percentage by mass is 40%, 6.7%. 100 minus 40 minus 6.7 gives you 53.3%. Then remember the hashtag hack. After which you will do change to mole. Three point three 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 three. So you leave it at 4 SF. Three point 33125. 6.7 over 1 equals 6.7. Then lastly, mole ratio. So you get 1:1:2. Therefore, the empirical formula would be CH2O. And that is 2 marks. Next, CH2O times N equal to the molecular formula. So 12 plus 21 plus 16 times N equal to 180. We realize that is 30 times N equal 180. Therefore, N equal to 6. So your molecular formula is actually C6H12O6, which is actually your glucose. Alright. So that's about it. So take the time to recap what have been learned today and master yourself. If you need more questions, feel free to look at your worksheet and your notebook, or rather the notes book that we have given you, the yellow book. There are additional examples along with answers at the very last page of the notes. Alright, that's all. See you.